Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love. Like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at here, basically a whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only. Oh yeah, and of course we'd like to welcome everyone to another Mikey Live program. I'm your host Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean, that is Grenada. Of course, we want to say hello to all the visitors to our beautiful little island, the stay-home visitors. Of course, I mean, not stay home. You understand? When I say stay home, I don't mean that. You know, those of you who stay over, you understand, for a couple of days and stuff like that. Blessings, and we're happy to have you here in the Spice Isle. Boy, it was a cold weekend, and it continues to be. It might be getting even colder. You know, people are talking about it. We recorded 18 degrees Celsius on the weekend in the daytime. You understand? The cold is coming from somewhere. Grenadians are loving it. And of course, I hear that the people from North America and so on talking about, oh, well, we wish for that kind of weather. But here's what. Remember, we are this close to the equator. So we are in the tropics. We are supposed to be warm or hot, right? So when these temperatures come in, it's going to be cold. It's almost like waking up in the morning time with a bright light in your eye. You understand? So if you've been in the dark for how many hours? For 8 hours, and then someone turns on the light, it's going to burn your eye, and then your eye would need some time to adjust. Yes, so it's going to adjust, and then that same light, you're going to be able to tolerate it after a while. And that's how it is for people in the tropics. So they're not accustomed to that kind of temperatures, but maybe if it continues to be a norm, then they will get used to it. And even if we get it once a year, it's not enough to make us accustomed to it. You know what I mean? But anyway, it was a chilly weekend. Welcome to the business. We have a few things to talk to you about, the assizes and all of that. By the way, accuse the killer. They are saying that he's not fit for trial. Right? Not fit for trial. We'll explain that to you in a moment as well. We've got the finalists for the Independence Calypso competition. The event, the semi-final, took place on the weekend as well. Man accused of multiple sex crimes to soon know his fate. And as well, Trinidad bloody weekend of 11 murders. Oh, Jesus. You know what I mean? Anyway, we have quite a bit of things to tell you about on the business. So brace all yourself, get all the water, things to be comfortable. And of course, we're going to be talking in a moment. We want to say hello to the usual suspects, the people who are on the program every night. And of course, those of you who are here for just passing through, come for like a melee, or for whatever reason you are here for the first time. Hello, if you're genuinely here to be part of the business, well, welcome to you. All right, so folks, we're taking a short little thing and come back. We got to let you know that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Coach Grenada Limited, NAWASA, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value IGA Supermarket, Superb Distributors, Infinite Contractors, Allied Health Services, and so on. And all the other sponsors on the business. We say thank you to you. And of course, folks, we're taking a little thing, a couple seconds, and then we're coming back. And when we come back, it's gonna be real news in Oli Lili Lolo.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
All right, so we're going. So all straight into the business. Now, the first thing that we have to tell all you, share the thing. Again, someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credit compliments. Did you sell? Now, here's what. All right. Now, the Ministry of Mobilization, Implementation, and Transformation, they are saying in accordance with Section 39 of the Waste Management Act, number 16 of the 2001, they are making an urgent call to all boat owners for the immediate removal of tagged boats or the derelicts alongside the Kirani James Boulevard, that's on Lagoon Road. They're making a final plea to you. Now, the ministry reminds boat owners of the previous notice to or for the removal, which was extended and has since expired. Owners, you are therefore urged to comply with this directive by Friday, 3rd February 2023. Friday, come in. Please be further informed that Saturday, February 4th, 2023 has been scheduled for the removal of all unwanted boats located at the Kirani James Boulevard. It's important that we're saying this like this because this is almost like a warning. You understand? The Ministry of Mobilization, Implementation, and Transformation, in collaboration with the Ministry of Health, the Grenada Solid Waste Management, and the Royal Grenada Police Force, began an ambitious and vigorous program, they say, in December of 2022 to remove all derelicts across the state of Grenada, and has since had the cooperation of most individuals and organizations. The team expresses profound gratitude for the support of the general public and reminds everyone that efforts are continued to alleviate any form of environmental hazards. As they say, we propose to maintain a clean, safe and healthy environment for all. They are all in Old West Hall, but see they get tagged. They are going them inroads too. Well, I don't know if there's a phase B to the business. So maybe phase A is to go on the mains and phase B is to go on the inroads and the by roads and things like that. Because you are all in them by roads. You know what I mean? So the ministry, they're asking people to please only remove the business because they will be removed for you. And then I'll go call in news and say, oh, ding, 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 ding. You understand? Ding-a-ling-a-ling, I'll go say. So we're telling all you, no. We are moving on. A gruesome nature of killing of a Paul's resident in 2022, the beginning of 2022. You remember the details of that? I can't even go through it. I don't want to feel sick. I just eat. It sent shock waves through the community with many questions and about the mental state of the accused and why the accused did what he did, because he and the person that he's accused to have killed was supposed to be good. You understand? So today, following another court appearance of Mr. Kelly Daniel of St. Andrew. Now his legal representative, and that's attorney Jerry Edwin, attorney at law. He's giving us an update as to, what's going on and his client's mental state. You understand? He's explaining that, hey, the man don't normal, he don't right in the head. You understand? You understand? What does this mean? And how will this really affect the outcome of the case? According to the attorney, Jerry Edwin, his client Kelly Daniel, who was charged with the gruesome killing of a Guyanese national, is unfit for trial. Daniel was 27 years at the time of Paul St. Andrew. He was charged with non-capital murder back in February of 2022. That was the first homicide in Grenada for the year 2022. So he was at the magistrate's court, number 1, and the matter was adjourned. Here is his attorney that speaks of the mental state of his client and what needs to happen.
With respect to the Kelly Daniels matter, and that is a matter that came out of Pearls in which Kelly was charged with non-capital murder, it has now come to light that Kelly Daniel is unfit based on his mental history. It is extremely important that he, along with other persons, receive the proper diagnosis. We will go through the court procedure, and a psychiatrist will determine whether legally he's unfit to plead, because we know medically he has a history. We've got to protect people like Kelly Daniels because they do not understand what they have done. But Kelly Daniel, as I've informed the court, is someone who has to see a psychiatrist so we can determine whether he should be in a medical facility to be treated or whether he should be at the prison. And we're saying he's not. He's actually mentally disabled.
Now, that may anger some people to hear that, because it would seem on the surface of it that the people who are deemed to be unfit for trial gets a slap on the wrist or they walk out scot-free. According to the attorney, that's not the case. Says that's not the case. There is a process that needs to be followed. However, there are things that happen here that impedes that process. For example, for lack of having the proper facilities, these individuals are put up into the Richmond Hill. You understand? But there should be a process that is followed that will see justice.
Well, right. The law says that a person who is mentally incapacitated, that is, they are mentally incompetent, they are unable to plead guilty. They cannot plead guilty. 2 psychiatrists will come to the High Court and offer their opinion, their professional opinion, as to whether that person is fit to plea. If they conclude that based on this person's medical history, that they are unable to plea, a jury actually sits and listens to the testimony of the 2 doctors. That jury listens to the cross-examination by the attorneys for the state and someone like myself for the defendants, the person who has committed the offense but is not capable, does not have a competent mind. And that jury will decide whether that person is fit to plea or not. Invariably, a person with a medical history of attending Mungay Center or of suffering a psychiatric ailment is always found by the jury to not be able to plead. Once a person is found unfit to plead, they are then taken to a facility. Unfortunately, that facility is the prison. So in a way, we have not accomplished anything, because the law says, A, they're unfit to plea, B, they should be at a psychiatric facility. That facility, the law says, is a place where that person receives their psychiatric treatment, they are seen by a doctor, and they take their medication so that ultimately they can recover. If at some point they have recovered sufficiently, then the psychiatrist will re-examine them and determine whether they are fit to plea. So this is not a system or procedure where someone commits an offense and gets off scot-free. There's a procedure in place for that person to be retested after they've received the evaluation, they've received their medication, and then we will decide. But once they are unfit, they should never be at the prison. Our high court judges are tired of saying it, but it's about time.
All right, and we're going to get into that a little bit more tomorrow, God's willing, in terms of what's been happening with regards to people who have been found to be mentally unfit for trial. We are moving on. Let's go. Andre Lavia, who is a 26-year-old fisherman from the neighboring island of Petite Martinique, is accused of murder and is currently standing trial before a court and jury. Now, back in 2019, Lavia was charged with murder in connection with the death of Kenroy Brown, a 46-year-old from the island. Well, he's actually from St. Vincent, but came over to Petite Martinique to live. Now, the accused is represented by attorney at law Anselm Clouden. Anselm Clouden, the lawyer representing Andre Lavia, who is that fisherman from that small village of Bellevue of the sister isle of Petite Martinique. The attorney gave an update on his client's status. Today, Lavia was charged with the November 2nd, the 2019 death of that individual, Kenroy Brown. His body was found with multiple stab wounds, according to sources at the time.
Well, I'm on the case of the King and Andre Lavia from Petite Martinique. This matter involves an incident that took place in Petite Martinique on the 2nd of November 2019. The matter commenced. Andre Lavia was charged with the death of Kenroy Brown, formerly of St. Vincent but residing at Petite Martinique. And we are now on the trial between judge and jury. There are a number of submissions that's been made, including the fact that we are objecting to certain evidence going in before the jury. And that's where we are now. Mr. Pinnock represents the Crown, and I represent Mr. Lafayette. And we are just in the course of continuing the trial this morning.
Right. Now, if convicted, Brown's mother, Lavia, could face a maximum penalty of a life imprisonment. Now, according to his attorney, the case commenced last week. All right, earlier. We are moving on. Commotion in Tongboy. You know, people looking up a portion of a dilapidated building close to the Ministry of Implementation collapsed on Monday morning, raising concerns about the safety of citizens both in and around these heritage structures in the city. You understand? Responding immediately, Implementation Minister Andy Williams, he visited, you know, the area, and he says that the government plans to correct the existing hazards. You understand? He says that they'll take a look at it and determine what needs to be done.
So first of all, we have to look at blocking off the area because we don't want anyone to get damaged while passing there. I've already contacted the Minister of Infrastructure and his team, and we will be assessing the building to see the structure, how strong it is. But we know that's a building that we have to demolish, right? Because we don't want anyone to be passing there and it cause damage to them.
Right. Now, as a possible long-term solution to the problem, the minister is saying that the government will soon look to roll out a comprehensive plan to really address the issue, you know what I mean?
The Ministry of Mobilization, we are a ministry that bring people together. We bring ministries together and we bring people together. And the Grenadian people will also have their say on this building because it's a historic building, and we wouldn't just do anything to really discredit the historical content. So we will reach out to the Willard Foundation, and we will also have consultation with the people around and in general to see what's the next step. But whatever we do, we know that we have to really maintain the historical content of the building.
All right. Now, Minister Williams reiterates the government's commitment to protecting citizens from hazards like these.
The engineers from the Ministry of Infrastructure come, they will advise us as to what to do. And if their recommendation is to break it down and demolish it, we will have to do so because we do not want anyone to be hurt in the process, because this afternoon or this morning, someone could have gotten hurt if they were passing, and that's the last thing we want as a government.
All right. So thank you very much, Minister Andy Williams. Okay, Olia. How are we looking for time? All right. So the next thing, Cyril Joseph, who is a 63-year-old security guard of Last Address in St. David, he will know his fate on February 3rd, 2023, and that is pretty soon. You understand? Joseph made his initial court appearance before the magistrate at the St. George's Criminal Court on Wednesday, 5th June 2019, on 18 counts of sexual or of a sexually related nature, ranging from indecent assault to sexual intercourse. Now, the case was postponed when Joseph appeared in court today at the number 1 Magistrates Court. Now, according to reports, between 2015 and 2018, Joseph was allegedly accused of committing sexual, and not just sexual, several sexual crimes, among them oral sex and groping of a female minor who's under the age of 13. A report was filed and the preliminary investigation was carried out by the police, and then the relevant child protection organizations following his arrest and so on kicked in. He was then charged in 2019, according to reports. You understand? Watch, look here. Good. We're moving on. You understand? Serious business. Yeah? All here. We're moving on. How are we looking for time? I see the time going. There was the Independence Calypso competition. Before I go to that, you understand? Trinidad boy. Trinidad. Bloody weekend dinner. 11 murders in Trinidad between Friday night and Saturday evening. 11. You understand? The last, or one of the latest ones, was the owner of a mini mart in Sangre Grande. Shot and killed at his business place yesterday afternoon. You know? It's like, I don't know. 11, you know. 11. We Trinidad, you know. We blessed, you know. Where we people there, you know. Where we people is, you know. I mean, 11. This is life. This is life. This is human beings we're talking about. Life. Somebody, brother, sister, uncle, aunt, mother, father. 11. I don't want to talk about that. They talk about accidents. We having quite a few. I want to say quite a few. I mean quite a lot. Accidents here, boy. And still you see people racing and doing all kind of funny business in the road. But the police decide, you know, we go do something about it. So hold on. All the people who taking the road, like, you know, like it's a game. The police come in. You understand? In the effort to curb the amount of accidents that we are having. You understand? To curbing the amount of accidents that we are having here. You understand? Anyway, I don't want to talk about that. We're moving. Folks, I wanted to, you know, sometimes I just ignore the business. But I just wanted to address something real quick before I go to the Independence Calypso competition. Finalists for the business. You know, today a very interesting thing occurred where, there was a situation with gas landing in Trinidad, in Carriacou, and you know, it's just, without even getting into that, you know, I just wanted to say that, you know, we have to be able to identify our own shortcomings. Yeah? And, you know, sometimes notice when we are in error before we start pointing fingers at others. And what I want to take out of that is the whole political thing, boy. When we go stop that, boy? When we go stop all this politics thing and politics, it saddens me that people are willing to bury years of friendship, years of camaraderie, years of interaction, for political things that are so flimsy and unnecessary. Like, yo, I don't even know how people eat, live, sleep, breathe politics. To defend your own self or your own well-being. You rather not. In your quest to support politics and politicians. Like, how the hell? You know, it's like for me, like politics and stuff like that, it's like basketball. I'm not saying it is a game, but I'm just saying how we treat basketball, football, and things. Okay, there's a competition that lasts for a short moment in time. And when that match is over, we shake hands and we move on. But not here. People want to eat, sleep, breathe, drink, belch, defecate. Politics too what end? To what end? You understand? Like, it breaks my heart, dog. No, seriously. It breaks my heart how some people are sitting, wearing a hat, and looking around to see everyone else who appears to be wearing a hat too, to say, hey, you wearing a hat that is not like mine. So what is that to say? What is it to say that one man decides to wear a felt hat and another person decides to wear a cap? And the man with the felt hat say, hey, I wear a felt and you wear a cap. What is that to say? You understand? People, enough is enough. Election has come and gone. Move on. How do you live, wake up and sleep? You don't have a business to run? You don't have children to see after? You don't have homework to do? You don't have studies to do? How it is you do it? You understand? And I'm just saying this for what it's worth because it might fall on one ear. It is not normal. It is counterproductive. It has no end. Because let me ask you this. To what end do you eat, sleep, breathe, defecate? Politics, to what end? What is there to gain? Like, how does that, when you look at your goals, your life objectives or things that you hope to achieve in your life, how does you spending 60% of your day in politics help you reach that end or that goal? You understand? Peter David was an NDC and now he's an NMP. If that is not enough lessons for you to learn, what is? So there are people who are caught one another throat when Peter David was NDC, when he was an NDC for NDC. But Peter David transitioned over into NMP. What's going to happen? You, for some reason, now would start liking the person you disliked because now you share one person in common. Like, yo! You know what I mean? You're not to stop that. Because when you think it makes somebody look bad that you call them out, that they're wearing a cap and you're wearing a felt, it speaks more about you than it does about them. You understand? Listen, that thing just sickened me. Because I'm like, yo, you could take that time developing you, making a money, or studying, or this. You're wasting your time on people who is walking in an opposite direction. And I'm not necessarily referring to politicians now, but people who you choose to attack based on politics. You understand? You might be walking in a they might be walking in a totally different direction from you. You understand? And I'm saying this for what it's worth. For what it's worth. I was a big NMP before election. During the election campaign, Mikey is the biggest NMP. Then all of a sudden I became an NDC on election night. Why do you see the need to always brand somebody either NMP or NDC? To what end? What does it say? Okay, so Mikey is an NDC. So what? Or Mikey is an NMP. So what? You get what I'm saying? So what? You get me? So you're not to stop that, boy. Because it speaks more about you. People wearing an NMP banner and cursing people who choose to be NDC. If you ask me, you lost your authority to do that because you have chosen a side. Similarly, people who choose to associate with NDC, you leave the people on the other side alone. Because just as how you made a choice, they have made one too. You can watch a man, hey man, use an NMP, or hey man, use an NDC. So what? Somebody's got to vote. And voting for NMP or NDC, does it make them an NMP or NDC? You sitting in the conductor seat of a bus makes you a conductor? You sitting on a plane makes you a pilot? Listen, it is so... Yo! I just don't like to see my people look like that. You understand? Anyway, you know what I mean? It's just the finalists, the Calypso finals, independence competition, why? So they had the semi-final on Saturday. Was it Saturday? But the day is flying so much, Papa? And they're getting ready to go into the final. It's going to be held at the bus terminal, Soteres, St. Patrick, 8 p.m. All right? The finalists, Prince Charlton, Heidi Charles, Teddy Christopher, Novian Cox, Teacher Eddie, Big J, one of my favorite artists, Papi Boy, one of my favorite artists again, Michael Prince, Laura Lisa, one of my favorite artists again, Smokey. You understand? Alright. Who I miss? I see Laura Lisa. I see, yeah. So that section go bad. Independence Calypso final. So our serpent is the defending monarch. You understand? So all to get ready for the competition. It was nice. You understand? I had something, maybe I will share those thing with all this, some highlights from the thing because I realized we were not that time. But see where I'm coming from. You understand? To be quite honest, we had to stop that. We had to stop that. Yeah, I mean, we got to stop that. Because maybe not for you, but life goes on for other people. So stop trying to drag people into your, you know. Oh, God. Anyway, let me take a break here, Papa. I'm coming back. And when I come back, we've got for you the National Report. I used to be accused of being an NMP for playing the National Report back when the NMP was the government. I don't hear nobody accusing me of being an NEC yet for playing it. Oh, God. I don't know why. Anyway, lately that talk. We coming back. We coming back.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love. Like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Allied Laboratories welcomes you. You can find us here on Gladstone Road in Grenville, in the building next to Calico, on the second floor, adjacent to Dr. Isaac's office. Or you can find us here on Grand Anse Main Road, adjacent to South Winds, opposite the entrance of XL Plaza. Contact our Grenville branch at 410-3488 or 419-1588 or send us an email at alliedlabgrenville@gmail.com. You can contact our Grand Anse branch at 403-3488 or 404-3488 or send us an email at alliedlabstgeorge@gmail.com.
Fit for life and Allied Laboratories. We're taking care of Grenada.
Batteries. All roads lead to Quality Services Limited for the best deals on batteries for all applications: cars, SUVs, pickups, buses, medium and heavy duty trucks, construction equipment, generators, boats, and more. European made with the highest amps and comes with a 12 months warranty. Yes, you heard it right. 1 year with the best quality and price. Quality Services Limited for the best deals on batteries. First left of the Lansopines Road. Call 444-4323 or WhatsApp 410-8070 or 405-7010. Quality Services Limited for all batteries.
Government to address issue of dilapidated structures in St. George's. We'll have details to this story and more in the national report.
It is here again, it is here again. The Maiden Grenada Expo is here again. And I just hope the whole of Grenada ready, because I sung in a clarion call. The Maiden Grenada Expo is here again. The Maiden Grenada Expo is on February 7th, and the public is encouraged to come out and give full support and buy out all local products on show. Products manufactured right here in Grenada, 100% Grenadian, and it's happening right here at the National Stadium. Are taking in the Independence Parade and the Maiden Grenada Expo one time. I am so excited. That's why I'm making a fireside. I bring my tent, my blanket and all kind of thing, and I'm camping right here until everything done on February 7th. The Maiden Grenada Expo is here again.
With the details to the news for Monday, January 30th, I am Rikisha St. Louis. Grenada's Minister for Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, Honorable Andy Williams, says government is moving ahead with plans to assess structures in the town of St. George to address the issue of dilapidated buildings. A section of one of the dilapidated historic structures in the town collapsed on Monday, blocking the passageway that is normally used by pedestrians to access the Tricentennial Park. The structure, which stands in disrepair for well over a decade, is in close proximity to the Sendal Tunnel. Honorable Andy Williams visited the site and spoke with members of the media on the immediate action that his government will take.
I've already contacted the Minister of Infrastructure and his team, and we will be assessing the building to see the structure, how strong it is. But we know that's a building that we have to demolish, right? Because we don't want anyone to be passing there and it cause damage to them. So we have to, or we will work on it immediately, starting from this afternoon. So in the future you can hear what are our plans for this area and this building.
A team of engineers from the Ministry of Infrastructure will also visit the site and give feedback on the way forward.
Well, when the engineers from the Ministry of Infrastructure come, they will advise us as to what to do. And if their recommendation is to break it down and demolish it, we will have to do so, because we do not want anyone to be hurt in the process, because this afternoon or this morning, someone could have gotten hurt if they were passing, and that's the last thing we want as a government. We will see a speedy removal. I got confirmation from the Ministry of Infrastructure that they are going to send someone as soon as possible to remove it.
Honorable Williams says his ministry is already evaluating historic structures in the town of St. George that are not structurally sound.
We have taken the lead, and we will, after evaluating, have a report done as to which building that would be necessary immediately to be demolished. Yeah. So it's a process, and when it reaches to the private individuals, then we are going to speak to them and see what's the best way we can resolve the matter. But for now, we are in the process of assessing all the dilapidated buildings, and my ministry is taking the lead on that.
The minister also told the members of the media that members of the Willie Redhead Foundation will be contacted for dialogue once assessment on the buildings are completed. 10 organizations and individuals were recognized over the weekend for their outstanding contribution to the development of Carriacou and Petite Martinique. A dinner and award ceremony was held as part of activities to commemorate Grenada's 49th anniversary of independence. Awards were distributed in various categories, including sports, education, business, tourism, community service, culture, and agriculture. Minister for Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs, Honorable Tevin Andrews, charged the awardees to continue to serve their country with pride and distinction. He said if others were to emulate the awardees, the island will progress at a quicker rate.
It's a small token of appreciation just to express our gratitude and to show you how much we appreciate your dedication and your service towards nation building, your service towards Carriacou and Petite Martinique. And of course, we are not able to award everyone, Not everybody in agriculture will be able to award, not everybody in the health fraternity will be able to award, but we at least use the opportunity to show the general public that we care about those of you that are making a difference in whatever field that you are making a difference in. We appreciate it. Continue to serve in whatever way that you can. Grenada needs all hands on deck if we have to move this nation, this country, forward into prosperity.
The dinner was held in keeping with the 2023 Independence theme, The Journey to 50, reflecting on the past, planning for the future. Continuing the news, 9 finalists were selected to move on to the final round of the Independence Calypso competition following Saturday's semi-final competition at the Lassages Hard Court in St. David. The National Celebrations Committee Calypso final will be held at the Sauteurs Bus Terminal in St. Patrick on Friday beginning at 8 p.m. The finalists are Charlton Charles, Heidi Charles, Teddy Christopher aka Top Cat, Nivion Cox, Teacher Eddie, Jason Joseph, Damian LaPump, Michael Prince, Laura Lisa, with author Smokey Stephen as the standby. Sean Soursop Niles is the defending monarch. Here are some highlights from the 9 finalists.
Any flexing the muscle, don't care, we don't have no trouble.
No, we sweet, no, we strong.
While this
throughout our short history, had a share of catastrophe. But in spite of all the tribulation, prove we are a resilient nation. In this era of transformation, let's reflect on our anthem and take the word seriously.
Somebody has the hearts and the hands in our national anthem, like it's not relevant anymore. Lack of respect for our country and not doing our civic duty are shown by so many. It's a shame to we.
And I go have to do just as Galway. So that's why today I want all you listen what I have to say. I find they overdoing this thing. Then give us a hard copy of the team. I come here to sing that I'm not singing. I find Mr. Mac and them playing this scheme. I come here to sing that I'm not singing. All I fed up with this let our thing. I come here to sing that I'm not singing.
Oh, we bad culturally. Then the great Junior Murray, he put us in cricket history. Our athletes ain't back down at all. Although they say that we small, then I see a nation driven by success. Despite them bad balls, we withstand the test. To sing this song with me bad on. Oh, yo, bad long.
1974, yes, we get we independence. And we start progressing as the spice style. A nation of power and beauty in abundance. Each year is another reason to smile. Grandance, BBC, Bijan, not forgetting Bat's way.
You are an example of excellence. The feats that you do in this world could never be undone. The heroes you born, there are second to none. Come my Grenadian, come let's take a stand. To this country let's pledge allegiance. Let's move forward together to build Grenada. Country before self, let that be the mantra. I confess now that my brain was numb. I conclude further that I'm a late gunner. So as I get older, I will surely know what's the state of Grenada. Cannot wait any longer, so anyone who knows better. And they jump from the pot to the fire. Though agriculture, oh God, was up in the sky, we get we new airport and education was high. But was speed, yes indeed, many died, cause the brakes just couldn't hold.
The final will be broadcast live on GIS Channel 22, the GIS YouTube channel, and the GIS and NCC Facebook pages. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Paging all Grenadians at home and in the diaspora to be part of the journey to 50, reflecting on the past, planning for the future as we get ready to celebrate our 49th anniversary of independence. Tuesday, February 7th, 2023. Events to be observed for our 49th anniversary of independence include table tennis tournament at the CSA building, February 3rd and February 4th. Independence Calypso finals, Sutter's Bus Terminal, 8 p.m. February 3rd, February 4th. Open water swimming competition, Grand Mall Beach at 9 a.m. and beach tennis at Grandans Beach from 11 a.m. Also the Independence Boxing Tournament, February 4th, 8 p.m. at the Youth Center. National Independence Church Service, Grenada Trade Center, Sunday, February 5th, 3 p.m. National Colors Day, the Inter-Ministerial Display, and the 49th Cultural Extravaganza, 7 p.m. at the Granville Bus Terminal, February 6th. Then the Maiden Grenada Expo, Military Parade and Rally, 10 a.m. at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium, Tuesday, February 7th. Happy 49th, Grenada.
Welcome back. Minister for Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, Honorable Andy Williams, calls for the removal of all tagged boats along the Kirani James Boulevard before the weekend. All unwanted boats in the area will be removed on Saturday by ministry personnel and members of the Royal Grenada Police Force. Minister Williams says the owners were given notice in December 2022. Boat owners are urged to comply with this directive by Friday, February 3rd.
I want to make a call to all boat owners that we give you until Friday to remove all boats from the lagoon. Right? The deadline was up until last year, December, and we are still seeing boats there on the lagoon road, the lagoon area. Now, on Saturday, we will be coming to the lagoon and removing any boats that remain there. So I want to make a call to everyone who owns a boat that is occupying the area to please, you have until Friday to remove them, because Saturday we will be coming with full force to remove all boats.
The Ministry of Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, in collaboration with the Ministry of Health, the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, and the Royal Grenada Police Force, began the project in December 2022 to remove all derelicts across the state of Grenada. The team expresses gratitude for the support of the public and reminds everyone that efforts will continue to alleviate any forms of environmental hazards toward maintaining a clean, safe and healthy environment. Finally, in the news, government is extremely pleased with the quality of furniture being manufactured by local craftsmen who were engaged to produce furniture for the nation's schools. Officials visited some of the furniture makers to do quality assurance checks before delivery to the institutions last week. Over $500,000 was spent to contract 16 local furniture producers, 12 in Grenada and 4 in Carriacou. Sarana Mitchell shares an update on the project.
So far, furniture has been delivered to the Grenada Seventh-day Adventist Comprehensive School in St. Patrick, Presentation Brothers College in St. George, and Bishop's College in Carriacou. Stakeholder Engagement Officer at the Ministry of Education, Teresa Etienne Grenade, heads the team from the Ministry of Education visiting local furniture producers to conduct quality assurance checks.
We had a set standard. We had drawings done with specification. We wanted to make sure that these manufacturers were sticking to those specifications. We wanted to make sure that high quality furniture was being made that are durable, long lasting, so that our students can enjoy for a very, very long time, because a lot of money was invested in this project. So we wanted to ensure that the furniture could stand the test of time.
Government pumped approximately 500,000 Eastern Caribbean dollars into this project, and Etienne Grenade is happy to report that the work has been excellent.
I must admit, we are seeing fantastic work. I myself, I was not really into wooden furniture, but we are seeing great craftsmanship. You know, I never knew we had so many talented people here in Grenada, but we're seeing very, very, very good quality work all over the country. So we have manufacturers in St. John, St. Patrick, St. Andrew, St. David, and St. George. And I must say we are very, very pleased with the quality that we're seeing thus far.
The furniture producers continue to be very excited to be given the opportunity.
Well, I'm very happy, I'm very excited about the project, and I think it's a very good initiative on the part of the government to allow local furniture makers to produce, so that the revenue remains within the country. Okay. And giving the furniture makers an opportunity to show their excellence.
It means a lot because it means jobs, employment, finance. So I know we have the ability to produce very good furniture, and I'm very happy that the government take the initiative to allow us to produce those furnitures.
I try my best to do it properly. And when you do good work, you would always get good results. So I try my best to do good work to get good results. And not because only you come in, but I myself, when I look at it, I know, well, when they come, they will see, will I do a good job.
For the National Report, I am Sarana Mitchell.
Thank you, Sarana. That story just ended the National Report for Monday, January 30th. Let's recap the top story. Government to address issue of dilapidated structures in St. George's. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rakisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us.
Alrighty, well, thank you very much. So the Independence Calypso competition will be off the shizzle, my nizzle, hizzle, whizzle, diesel. Alright, and of course, we're getting back into the weather, and then following the weather, we will, big up a few people on the business. So, of course, the weather is submitted by the Met Office. So, in terms of the forecast, partly cloudy with few brief showers becoming generally fair during the afternoon into the evening. Winds northeasterly to east northeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet in northeasterly to northerly to northeasterly swells. All right, and that's our report for tonight. I don't see. Let me just double check. So I don't see a forecast for tomorrow. All right, maybe they'll send me that later on. So I'll take this opportunity now to big up a few people on the program. Those of you who are on YouTube: Suzanne, Anya, Glenora, Good Live. Good Life, that is small thing. It's Clovey. Blessings to you as well. All right, Margaret, Tan, and everybody else. Blessings, 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 blessings. And of course, we want to say hello to those of you who are on Facebook. So many of you on Facebook, so we want to say blessings. All to share the business, so make sure to share the business. Eunice, Cynthia, Claire, Zaka, Kirin, I appreciate you guys as well. Michelle, Java, Delian, what's going on? Hi, Delian, you sharing the business? So Delian can share. Suzette, hello to you, Suzette, as well. Well, did I say Cynthia? I think I said Cynthia. Java and the sharing committee. Blessings to you. Blessings, blessings to you. Jacinta. Blessings to you as well, Celine again, Angel, Diana, Adonna. Who else? Yvonne, Kathy, Augustine. Is it the thing moving so fast? Praise and worship. Hazel, Bermuda, Della. Yes, Augustine. Augustine. I see what you did there. All right, Yvonne, and who else? Bermuda. Hello, Bermuda. Who else? Dolores. Augustine, you're killing me here. Next time, get a simpler name, okay? Not a name that's likely to have different pronunciations. Who came for the amen? All right. Who else? So that's it? Okay, guys. So take care. Wendy, and I'm laughing at Augustine. Augustine is typing out the syllables of his name in the comment section just to make sure that I get it right. Not Augustine, not Augustine, Augustine. Well, you know, take that, Augustine, because I was called Mickey for most of my life. My name is spelled M-I-K-E-Y. I do not know how people arrived at Mickey. I was called Mickey from the day I was born until I am able to stand on my own and say my name is Mikey and call me whole program Mikey Life just so that people could pronounce my name right. And sometimes people still does get problems. What goat? What goat? Them goat and them there? They goat and them there? Them goat and them turn senior citizen. Monet! How are you? Under the weather? I hope you feel better. And who else? I forget anybody? Wendy Ann? I don't forget nobody, right? And who don't share? I want the app that shows me who shares and who don't share. And I'm calling out all there. And anyway, we have exhausted our time on the program tonight, so I'm wishing you all the best, and just know that I love and appreciate you, every one of you, those of you who I know, those of you who I don't. Where's Shirin tonight? Shirin no day? Shirin up in she feelings? Golden Sunshine, how are you? Yeah, and them goats turn senior citizens right now. Right now, them goat and them maybe a pension or kind of thing. So, whether it's felt or cap, hat, tamp, durag, scarf, whatever you choose to wear on your head, wear it with pride and respect others who choose to do the same. Oh, Shirin, how come you quiet so? I didn't see you. I didn't see you there. How you quiet so? So you're there. Good. Who else? Who else here and quiet? Claire. All right, so we will see you. I saw a born to be quite honest, right? National report playing, and I go outside to come back. Mikey, you stop. Mom, no, I don't see you on the program, so I didn't see you there, so I thought you're sleeping. My mom is watching. I just got scolded. All right, Mom, you're on the program, so blessings. So at National report going, so I go outside, I drink a little water, I take out the glasses in my eye, you know, I kind of think. And you know when you put on your glasses, if you either go, you can't find it. What if you see me scramble to find my glasses to come back on the program? What? I said, oh gosh, what I gonna do? I can't let people know me either good. What I come and do on the program? And then we found it. Yeah. Good. All right, Sharon, I hear you. So anyway, so we'll touch base again tomorrow, God's willing, all right? May God bless you and your family. And yeah, we'll talk. There we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, they all say, ja! No. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Take care. And yeah, let's all stay safe so that we can all be back here with each other and have fun again tomorrow, God's willing. Share the program if you haven't done so, all right? God bless you.